Hi, this is Pathwake. Here we are today at Aurangabad Caves. The Aurangabad Caves are 12 artificial rock-cut Buddhist caves, located on a hill running roughly east to west in Aurangabad. The first reference to the Aurangabad Caves is in the great chaitya of Kanheri Caves. These Buddhist caves are dating from the 3rd century AD. The mystic aura of the caves, almost hidden between lush hills, is because of the evident tantric influence in the architecture and iconography here. This 2,000-year-old group of caves stands in mute testimony to the ancient history of the city. Most of these caves are viharas and residential cells. The caves are divided into 3 separate groups depending on their location. The first group of caves consists of cave number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on the western side of the hill. The second group comprises of cave number 6, 7, 8 and 9 on the eastern side of the same hill. While the last and the third group is made up of cave number 10, 11, and 12 on the east of the second group. The distance between the first and second group of caves is approximately 500 meters. Caves 1 and 3 belong to the later Mahayana period, and the remaining caves are generally ascribed to the Kalachuri dynasty. Cave 1 and Cave 3 are the earliest excavations here, and are probably date back to 2nd to 3rd century AD. The first clusters of caves, also known as Cave 1, are the incomplete set of caves with old-fashioned pillars and obscure ornamentation. A Nagaraja is carved at the base of the door frame. Yakshis are carved as consorts of Nagarajas. Even the windows of Cave 1 are surrounded by carvings. The lintel is divided into a number of compartments, each carved with an amorous couple. 3 huge sculptures of Buddha are carved in the veranda, seated on a double lotus in Padmasana, with hands in Dhyana Mudra and Dharma Chakra Mudra. The pillars in Cave 1 are especially attractive due to the variety of salabhanjikas and figures of gonads carved on them. Salabhanjikas are the sculpture of goddesses holding a tree, and gonads are troops of demon attendants of Shiva and goddesses. Cave 2 is a square-shaped shrine resembling traditional temples, has a mammoth image of a seated Buddha, and his hands are in the Dharma Chakra Mudra. He is seated on a lion throne. Several other figures of Buddha can also be seen adorned on the walls and the porch of Cave 2. Cave 3 is in the form of a chaitya griha of the Hinayana order, and is believed to be the largest and the most beautiful of all. A large veranda with a huge monastery layout and the detailing are similar to caves 21 and 24 at Ajanta. The main shrine has a slightly damaged figure of the Buddha at its center. The Buddha is seated on a double lotus in a teaching posture. Attendants stand at both sides. There are also flying apsaras and dwarfs, and crouching elephants on both sides of the Buddha. The hall of this cave has 12 pillars. The pillars support the cave and heighten its beauty with carvings of flowers, trees and animals. Ornamental geometrical designs, alluring and enchanting tree goddesses. Cave 4 is a chaitya, which is the only one of its kind to have been excavated during the later Satavahana period. These are rock-cut caves offering a spectacular panorama of the cityscape. This cave has been mentioned in an inscription at Kanheri, which talks about a chaitya and a vihara carved as an endowment in the taluka of Pathan, called Rajya Talaka. Rajya Talaka is the ancient name of Aurangabad. Cave 6 is inscribed with figures of decked-up women. The idols are in a good state and give the visitor a great idea of the aesthetic of the period. The cave also contains a Buddha idol and a Ganesha idol. The amalgamation of 2 faiths, Brahmanical and Buddhist, can be witnessed in this cave. Its workmanship is substandard, but it is an important cave since it is the only Brahmanical cave in the Buddhist complex. The Saptamartrikas carved on the left wall along with Virabhadra include Brahmani, Maheshvari, Komari, Vaishnavi, Varohi, Chamunda, and Durga. In Cave 7, female sculptures of bejeweled women abound, and the style indicates a growing influence of Tantric Buddhism. The other important sculptural panels are of Tara. Tara is a dancing sculpture with jewels and beautiful headdress. It is depicted to the left of central shrine door, and a group of 6 female musicians on the left wall of the main shrine. The latter is particularly very famous, and often taken as the representative sculptural panel of the Aurangabad Caves. The main figure at the center is in a dancing attitude, with the 5 others playing different musical instruments. This corridor has recesses at regular intervals, which are carved with various Buddhist gods and goddesses. The figures of Haridi and Panchika are carved, which represent the ancient trend of Yiksha worship. Haridi was the patroness of children and fertility. The natural lights falls straight into the main sculptures, that shows the architectural brilliance of that time. The remaining caves are of less importance due to incomplete excavations. Those contains small and unfinished caves with sculptures of Buddha and some goddesses. The heterogeneous rock formation here has prevented very large-scale excavations. When you visit Aurangabad, it's a must-visit historical place. Thank you for watching the video. See you in next wonderful location.